The Julius Caesar mock trial is based on Shakespeare's play Julius Caesar. And during that trial, the students each take on a role. We have 4 witnesses from each side. We have 2 attorneys from each side. They have to learn to introduce evidence based on the play, as well as develop testimony and cross-examination for each one of the witnesses.
Courtroom of all things.
And so it is true that you warned him?
So in this mock trial, what the jury is deciding is whether or not Brutus should be found guilty or not of premeditated first-degree murder. The defense tries to prove that Brutus' actions were justified, that it was justifiable homicide, the assassination of Julius Caesar. The prosecution is saying, no, it was not justified, that Caesar was not this cruel dictator. I have learned that this is a great way to teach Shakespeare. Kids a lot of times find that Shakespeare is a little bit daunting and it's difficult for them to get their fingers into it. When we read the play in class, and by the way, when we do it in class, they act out the entire play, wear the togas and the crowns and all of that. And then when they take on different roles, it really forces them to dig into the text and to figure out characters, what their actions were, and understanding Shakespeare's words. So it's a great way to teach them to become really familiar with the text without saying, reread this 5 times and see what it says. The other thing that's really cool about it is it's project-based learning. You know, the jury members are not people from our class, they're from people outside of the class, and so it has a true value in that they have to convince someone else of their particular position on the stand. It forces them to use critical thinking skills, they have to act on their feet, and the students have to prepare character sketches so that they could answer any question in a heartbeat based on how they think that character would react. The attorneys have to be on their toes because they have to be able to know whether or not something fits with that character, whether or not it's an exaggeration, whether it's speculation. So it also is the added benefit of teaching them what happens in a real courtroom in a real trial. And a lot of them afterwards have said they think that's kind of interesting and they might actually want to go into law.